time and time again, we hear illegal immigrants are taking jobs from struggling Americans and that they should go back to their countries. But if that became a reality and the average American was offered these low-paying jobs, many of them outside in triple-degree weather, would they do it? Well, RT's Ramon Galindo takes a closer look at the issue and the passions it has stirred.
Under the hot Southern California sun, these immigrant workers are picking the foods consumed by millions of Americans and people around the world. It's a back-breaking job not everyone's fit to do. Most of these immigrant workers arrived in the United States illegally, some from as far as Central America. And many are oblivious to the political firestorm centered around them.
No one's stopping you from leaving. You can leave anytime you want.
This is about lawful citizens versus illegal invaders. If you want to build a 50-foot fence, I'm in favor of the 50-foot fence.
There's 11 million illegal immigrants in the United States. Those could be American jobs. Those could be tax-paying jobs.
But some industries, especially California's agriculture businesses, don't want Americans working for them. Se solicitan trabajadores, which translates into workers needed. A Spanish language sign definitely aimed towards immigrant workers, a foreign-based workforce that's making sure that these strawberries make it to your table. There's no need for interviews or long applications. Undocumented immigrants simply show up at a field and they're hired. Many people, including former President George W. Bush, admit immigrant workers do the jobs Americans refuse to do. At a farm in Oxnard, a city just north of Los Angeles, laborers aren't convinced the average American could step in their shoes, not even for a day.
It's too hard right now for a white person. It's too hard.
I haven't seen any American here, working here in the field.
Sergio Guerrero came into this country illegally through the Southern California desert. He makes $1.90 for every box of strawberries he fills. And now, in an effort to employ out-of-work Americans, and obviously to prove a point, the United Farm Workers Union is inviting American citizens to take the jobs of these farm workers.
Wouldn't be surprised if after a day or two they may find themselves appreciating those who are taking the jobs.
We stopped by the unemployment office to find out if people who are out of work would be willing to take the job of an immigrant farm worker. If a farmer came up to you and said, do you want a job here as a farm worker, what would you say to them?
No.
Why is that?
Because I don't do that. I don't even do gardening in my own house.
If I had a job that got me out there and got me some exercise but no heavy lifting and it was at least $11 and up, I would take it. But I doubt that. It's usually a lot of heavy lifting and doesn't pay too much.
They're farmers and they're willing to pay slave labor. Of course they have an advantage.
Conservative radio host Tony Katz is among the growing number of supporters for an immigration crackdown. He thinks the threat to the U.S. isn't just financial.
This is about people who may be coming with diseases we've already eradicated, bringing them back into the United States.
America has paid a significant price because of illegal immigration.
Eric Spence is the founder of WeSupportArizona.com. He thinks Americans will take the job of a farm worker because an American will do what it takes to feed their family. According to the United Farm Workers, so far only 3 people have taken up their offer to take immigrant jobs. In Los Angeles, Ramon Galindo, RT.